Hey everyone, welcome to another Real Beer Review with Hal and Tim. And this is actually a special episode. This is a real base review. What does that mean?
That means we're going to actually review a beer that we've had before. Unlike all the other episodes, that those beers were ones we just had the first sip. This one is beers that we had before.
And I think it's important that we do that too, just because we always try to compare all the new beers we have to the old beers. So, obviously I think it's a real base. We're going to start with something that obviously we've had before, and then we're going to, so now everyone knows what we're coming from.
So we have a baseline that we compare the other beers against.
Real baseline reviews. So it's real beer reviews, but real baseline reviews.
Genius.
All right, let's go. I'm thirsty. You ready?
Oh, we're just going to dive right into it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It's Miller Lite. Miller Brewing Company. You know what it is.
I beat you to it.
Yeah?
I did. I skipped over that whole part. That's bad. Well, I mean, because it's different.
Yeah.
We had it because we've had it before. Do you have a good Miller Lite story?
Actually, I do. So on Long Island, there's a racetrack over in Riverhead, and the only beer they sell is Miller Lite. So if you go to Riverhead Raceway and you want to have a beer, it's gonna be Miller Lite. Every night is Miller Lite night.
Is that still the same?
Yeah. I was just there last November.
What do they race there? Like, is everything like a regular racetrack?
Yeah.
Or is it like a drag race?
No, it's a circle track. I think it's an eighth of a mile. They do everything from Enduros, which is like a car from like the 90s that you just fucking take the glass out and go and race, all the way up to modifieds, which is sponsored by NASCAR.
Is it dirt or asphalt? It's asphalt?
It's asphalt.
Wow, no kidding.
It used to have a dirt infield, but they paved that, and they actually have a pit on the inside. So they do a Miller Lite 300 lap race, and they actually have pits, like the cars pull into the pits and you change the tires and put more gas in them and send them back out.
What was the first beer you ever tasted then? Was it a Miller Lite or no?
No.
What was your
Budweiser Red?
Bud Red.
Bud Red.
Wow.
Original Budweiser, yeah.
You know what mine was?
What?
Jenny Cream Ale.
Oh
my dad loved those back in the day. I don't even know if you could buy them right now. But I mean, that was
I've heard of Jenny, and that's Jenny with a G.
Yes.
Okay, so I've had a Jenny, like a regular Jenny.
Yeah, no, Jenny Cream Ale was green. It was green. Wow. I snuck like
a regular Jenny.
Two of them. Like my dad had this like house party or whatever going on. And, obviously upstate that, and then, I snuck a couple. I drank a couple in the basement, and then I think I had two of them and I had my first buzz ever.
If it's a story like that, my first beer I've ever tasted, not that I drank the whole beer, I just had a little sip of it, was Schmitz.
Schmitz?
Yeah, I think it's German. SCHMITZ.
Is that like gold? The can is like gold?
Yeah. It's white.
It sounds familiar.
It's a white background, but there's like some gold stuff on there. It's my dad.
What did that taste like?
I don't know. I was so young.
I just remember that Jenny Cream Ale just tasted like pure alcohol, and then I was like, why did they like this? And then after all this time, it's like I love beer.
Beer's an acquired taste.
I do. Okay, so. This is a baseline review, so it's not like a shocker of what we taste here. So I guess, all right.
I mean, I've had it before. I just need to remind myself. Okay.
So, to me, like when you have like beers in this, we gotta put beers in a tier, right? So like this isn't obviously the epitome of beer, but have I drank a lot of these? Would I drink a lot of these? Yeah.
Well, to me, there's two things. There's taste and drinkability.
What's your main taste for like a Miller Lite?
So taste is like 6.5.
Oh, you're rating it.
Yeah, I don't really like the
No,
taste
but I mean,
that
like,
much,
what's your like main, like, what is the flavor you get?
Very hoppy. Very hoppy.
Hoppy? Like an IPA hoppy?
No.
Oh.
Not the bitterness,
okay,
but just the hoppiness.
Okay.
Which is, like the commercial says, less calories, more taste, and really it's just
So I get like copper.
copper.
Like a coppery taste, and the worse a beer gets, like in this tier, like the light beer, the lager beer, the more coppery it gets. So like say we had like, and we probably should do a review, but Milwaukee's Best. That
I've
would
never
take,
had Milwaukee's Best.
well, we definitely got to do a review of that. But if we had something like that, it would be like you're sucking on a penny. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is kind of like coppery penny tasting.
I mean,
How about this? Let me phrase it this way. When you were partying and whatever, you know, obviously over when you're 21, wink, wink.
of course.
When you started partying, what was the beer you would fill like your beer pong cups with?
Oh, Bud Light,
Bud Light?
guaranteed every night.
See, me, it was Blue Light.
Yeah, because you live near Canada.
Correct. But when we were also broke as shit, it was Milwaukee's Best Ice. And it wasn't even Milwaukee's Best.
Oh, it's ice.
It was Milwaukee's Best Ice because that stuff was, I think it was, people could fact check me here, but I think it was like 5.5%. But that tastes
I'm old
like
enough to remember
pennies.
Bud Ice, which was disgusting, which was like maybe
Bud
6
Ice.
or something.
I kind of remember Bud Ice.
It was a
little
silver
bit.
label too. It was Budweiser
remember
red,
Bud
but
Ice.
Bud Ice, and they changed the label to silver. That's not made anymore. Now there's Bud Light
Yeah.
Platinum,
Right.
which is like took over that, and that's like a dark blue.
What
color.
was that? Like they had the Budweiser, and it was like Bud Ice. Was that kind of like a Smirnoff?
No, it was.
Well,
beer,
didn't
beer,
Bud
but
Light do
stronger.
something like a Smirnoff type thing, or
Not that I can remember.
wow? What you remember Smirnoff?
Oh yeah, Smirnoff Ice. Yeah.
Do you remember Zimas?
No, that's where the disconnect is.
Well,
between
I'm
me and
telling
you and
you,
Zimas.
no, I had some Zimas in the day. That's a different story. If we could I don't know if they make Zimas anymore, but we should do a real Zima review,
We
baseline
can try and
Zima
find
review.
it, yeah.
Okay, so point of this: Miller Lite, different tier, lager, party drinking
Yeah, this
beer.
is your
This
party
was-
beer. And
This was not my party drinking beer at all. Not at all. Not even on the radar. You like go back to your rating. Go back to your rating. I'm
my
sorry.
rating on this one is going to be 2 scores. I rated it on taste, which is 6.5. I'm not too fond of the taste, but eventually the taste is going to wear down on you and you're going to like it. But drinkability is, you can drink this all night and wake up the next day and not be super hungover. I give drinkability like an 8 or a 9. So if you take those two things in,
A drinkability score. That's a new one. I like that.
I'm
I
only
like
doing it
that.
for, like, these
the
baseline
baseline. I
beers.
like that. I think that should be a new thing.
because
we add in, yeah.
those other beers that we normally do, I'm not drinking those all night. So this, I mean, if you take into account the drinkability, that brings it up. So I say taste is a 6.5. Like I said before, drinkability up to a 9. I mean, you can't go wrong with Miller Lite. So I'll give it an overall 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah,
So
that
like
really brings it up.
yeah. So if you could have like
And my taste is personal preference.
yeah, that's cool. Well, that's why we have this. You know,
Yes.
so that's why we do it. Real beer reviews.
Real beer reviews.
Like and subscribe. Comment. What would be your favorite Pilsner? Like in this category, Pilsner. What would be your favorite Pilsner type beer?
It's Bud Light.
Yeah, you know what? I think mine would be that keg we tapped. Would that count? I think that counts as a Pilsner type beer.
Don't make that
keg.
They'll only make that for Oktoberfest. That's it.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that
I'm talking about
Pilsner
year round.
beer.
Year round.
Right. Okay, so I don't know, man. I didn't grow up with this. I didn't at all like. Would never been my choice for beer games with. I'm giving this a 3. This is my baseline 3. I would almost
Wow. Okay.
yeah. I'd almost rather have the Milwaukee's
Even
Best.
the drinkability you put in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather actually, and we will
This is
have an episode with the Milwaukee's Best and then we'll see if your opinion changes. But I
All right.
want, and maybe I'm wrong because it's been a while since I said Milwaukee's best.
We can
But
revisit
it
this later.
might be wrong. But
Okay.
I think that would. So that's where we're at with the Miller Lite baseline review. Oh, what do we have here?
We have a new addition to the channel. This is our first whiskey review. This is going to be Buffalo Trace, which is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. I mean, it's pretty popular.
So, do you know this Buffalo Trace? And I could be lying, and people can fact check me. But I think this company
Comment and fact check them.
I think it's older than the United States.
Really?
Or as old as the United States. There's something very, very old about it.
Okay.
So yeah, the liquor store I go to, they give me these little things every once in a while. And, I figure we try it. So let's try it. Holy crap.
You want me to open that for you?
Oh, man, I've been trying to do my push-ups and get in there. But I got it.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. What? This is whiskey. That tastes wonderful.
It's pretty
Very
smooth.
good.
Pretty smooth.
Very good. I like it a lot. Oh, wait. Is this going to make me like Miller Lite more? Let's see. Hold on. Cheers me. We're going cheers.
Cheers.
Down.
Now.
I mean, I don't know. That would just...
I'm still the same.
Yeah, same. Just
Same.
tasted like I did a shot of whiskey and a beer. Are we rating this?
We could.
What's our baseline on whiskey, though? This will be our baseline. This could be our baseline.
You want to do whiskey out of 5?
Oh, man. But what if this ends up being a 10 and we don't even know?
So it's a 5 then.
It's a 5. It's a 5.
I'll give this. I mean, it's.
I thought we
not
just
as-
agreed on a 5. Now we're not agreeing on the
No,
5?
you said 5. I'm gonna give it a 4.2. It's
Well,
very good. It's not super smooth.
Well, now I'm going to give it a 9.83.
Okay. There you go. So then you'd have to double my score. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what.
Okay, all right.
I don't even know why
All
we're
right.
doing whiskey
All right.
reviews here.
But anyway,
this is going off the hill
I
here.
think that, we gotta reel it in. Buffalo Trace, very good. I'll out of a 5, 4.2. Out of a 5,
5 baseline reviews.
5.
Little sippy poo. Here we go.